Is my screen is visible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, students, in the last class we were discussing about frames and forms in XHTML. Forms we don't use much when we do any projects. That time we use this form. Yesterday in yesterday's class I shown you one example, that is input type. With the input tag for first name, last name, and for any other details. Take such type of detail, we use this form tag. Generally when we do a project, that time we use this form tag. In a simple programs we don't use much this form tag, but this frames is uh, very important to divide the output screen, as I shown here in the last class. I shown here, 1 minute, I'll take the highlighter. See here. Here I shown you this is my web page. If you want to divide it in 4 parts or 3 parts or 2 parts, in the 2 parts, you can do it. Here you can give a column value and a row value. How much percent a column you want to divide. You can divide a column in 10 parts also. You can divide a row in 10 parts also. There a correct value, if you include, if you mention, if you specify, then in that whatever the value you give, based on that the screen will be divided. You can give either in 50-50, first half 50, second half 50, or 25-25-25. So 100% you can divide in whichever, how much ever percentage you want. In last class I shown you the example also, and I told you in last class how to use both rows and columns. I told you in the next class I will I'll show you that example. This was the last class example. In the last class only I explained this example. Yes, students. The program of this I shown in the last class only. Okay, I'll show once again. I'll remove the column value. Students, whatever the changes you do in the program, you just every time you save your program and refresh the web page. If anybody have doubt how to begin with a HTML program, how to start with the HTML program, tomorrow afternoon I have lab. No, in the lab once again I'll explain you the procedure how to begin with HTML program, how to start with the HTML program, and how to run, which browser to select. I'll explain in next in tomorrow's lab. Yes, students, can you see the web page? Can you see the output? The entire web page is divided into 2 columns. 2 columns. See, this is where I'm pointing my mouse pointer from high. I think you can see the word high. From high to this line. This line. This is 1 column, and the remaining you can see this symbol. You can see this symbol. This is the entire so 2 columns. The output is divided into 2 columns. Again, in the first column it is divided in 3 rows. means three parts, and the second column, the second half of the column is divided into 2. Yes, students, you're able to see now how I have done this is, see here students, first what I have done is I have divided the column in, I have taken the column value 50-50%. 50-50% I have taken. 50% I have taken. So the column is divided, the entire output screen, the web page is divided into in a column wise 50-50%. Again, after that, a frame set value row is 33%, 33%, 33% and 33%. And you can see here star. Star means the remaining portion after that is 33 plus 33, how much? 66. So the remaining portion will be assigned to the next phase, that is the third partition in the rows, and see here for first partition, I'll take one slide and I'll explain, students. See, according to this program, the row value is 50%, 50%. So the entire output screen or the web page is divided into 50-50. Again, in first half 33% means 33% one block, and 33% the second block. And for the next partition, the star value, star means it will take the remaining how much ever space is available. So the remaining space it will take for the third partition, and the value I have given for first partition is exp1. I don't know whether you remember or not in last, not exp1, ex1. In last class I executed that program. In that program I have a output high, and in the second program, in the second partition, I have given the file name PR2. PR2 means here the CSS program output, second program output is there, so that it is showing. And for third partition I have not given any value, so it is showing blank. And coming to the second half, in the second half of the column value, here it is divided into only two portions. And here you cannot see anything. Why? Because still I have not given any file, any source value, what to be displayed here in one and in the second portion, in the first portion and in the second portion, what output it should display. That still I have not mentioned the file name, so it is just showing blank. Understood? The same thing you can see in the output, students. Here, hi, this is the output of second lab program. See here, source 1, first ex1, for second prg2, and for third some file name is there, but that file name is not present in my folder. This specific file is not present in the folder, so it cannot access, it cannot fetch when that file is not exist only, then how it will fetch the output of that file? So it will display that smiley, that sad smiley face. And Coming to the next second half of in the column side, where I was showing this side, this portion. In this portion, so in this portion, so it is divided into two parts. So here some file name I have given, but that file is not exist. That file is not exist. So it will not show any data that sad smiley face. It will display. Now I will change table 2. Table 2 one file I have created. No. So table 2. Yes, students. It is showing the output of table 2. So like this, you can divide your screen, output screen, and in the same screen, in one screen only, you can show the output of different programs. Yes, students. See, students, when I'm giving the source file name, how the output is changing. Yes. Yes, students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because nobody is responding, no? So I thought that I'm. Yes, students. Can you see the output in the same web page only? I am displaying the output of first program, second program, and other one simple exam. Here in the body tag, I have just given hi, and the other two outputs using table tag. Yes, this is the use of frames. This is how we use frames in XHTML. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So next is introduction to HTML5. This HTML5 is a next higher version of HTML. This HTML5 is a higher version of HTML, and currently we are using HTML. And this in HTML we have so many advanced tags, in HTML, and this HTML is this HTML5 is used for the application program interface. This HTML5 is used for the APIs and document model object. Anybody know what is DOM? What is DOM? Any idea?
Yeah, ma'am. It's when we changing the effects, ma'am, during runtime.
Changing the
HTML document effects, ma'am, like changing font style, colors, and like that, ma'am. DOM.
okay.
Or you can change the contents of the tag, ma'am. So
A DOM is a cross-platform and a language-independent interface. DOM is DOM stands for Document Object Model. In next module, we'll learn in detail. DOM is a document object model. It is a cross-platform and language independent interface, and that is used in HTML and XML. HTML and XML. And here we have some of the tags. We have many tags. Some of the tags I have listed here for in HTML5. That is article, figure, caption, navigation. That is nav tag, section, details, summary, and so on. Some of the tags I have shown here, and we have some of the features of HTML5. Some of the features of HTML5. This HTML5, it has introduced new multimedia features which supports audio and video controls by using audio and video tags. This HTML5 it has a new feature. That new feature is using this HTML5 you can show the audio and video, and there are new graphics elements including vector graphics and tags. Enrich semantic content by including header, footer, article, section, and figures are added to this HTML5, and drag and drop option also available in HTML5. And geolocation service. Geolocation service is also included in HTML5, and in this web storage facility which provides web application method to store data on web browser, and uses SQL database to store data offline, and allow to draw various shapes like triangle, rectangle, circle, etc. And it is capable of handling incorrect syntax. If you do any mistake in the syntax, then it is capable of execute, even though if you are doing any minor mistake also, it will not show any error. It will run the program and it will show the output. And it has a easy character coding, that is meta character set is equal to UTF-8. These are all the features of HTML5. Features of HTML5. I'll show some of the example, students. So here is some examples. Can you see the output, students?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Screen is not.
Ma'am, screen is visible.
It's not shared. Okay, students, 1 minute. Wait 2 minutes, students. I'm not able to share the screen. Just wait 2 minutes. Now can you see, students?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Give me 2 minutes, students. Yes, students, now can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Presenting, ma'am.
Student, here I have taken one example for HTML5 tag. Here in this program, I am demonstrating a video tag. I am demonstrating a video tag. Here in HTML5, here the video tag I have taken, the video controls is equal to controls, and here the important thing is the source name. The source name, which video you want to display, that source name you have to give there. Here in my laptop I have one video, that is v1. So the file name I have given a v1. So this is a video. So the same file name I have given here, v1.mp4. So now I will run that program. See, this is my class video. Just I was not having other videos, so I took this class video. So like this, you can display the output. You can display the videos in the program. So next is div tag. Div tag. So the div tag, a div tag, when we use div tag is if you want to display or output in a container. See this div tag, it creates a space like a container. This div tag, it creates a space like a container. In this container, whatever the data you want to display, you can display. And you can also give the style for this content. You can also give the style for this content. In this entire web page, one content I want to display about my department. Assume that this is a college web page. In the college web page, I want to display about our department. So using this div tag, it creates a section. Or it creates some space, or it is like a, in simple words I am telling, it is like a container. In container, what you put, students? In container, what you put? Any item. If you want to put in the container, you put. Suppose I have two containers. Here, in one container, I'll put apple. In other container, I'll put mango. And I decide which color of apple I want to put it in this first container. Green apple. Means to the div tag, I am giving a color also. To the div tag, I am specifying the color also. And in the second container, I want to put mangoes. Which color? Yellow color mango. Or green color mango. Which color mango you want means which in the container, what data you want to display, how the style of the data, you can change the style, you can change the color, you can change the family, whatever the modification or editing you can do, you can do. This is the use of div tag. And we also have a span tag. Span tag is also used to highlight some data, but it will not use for that. It is not like a container. For some text, suppose for example, I got first rank. In MCA. So here I want to highlight first rank. I don't want to highlight the entire statement. Then the statement is I got first rank in MCA. I don't want to highlight the entire statement. I just want to highlight first rank. In these situations, we use span tag. Yes, students, in simple words, I am telling, we have in XHTML, we have div tag and span tag. A div tag, it creates a container. Whenever you use later we specify the style, students. When we call this div tag in the program, it creates a container. In that container or in that section or in that space, whatever the data you want to display, you can display. And I do not want the see here, the other data is contained here, some about college, about placement, about hostel facility, all the other data is present here, but this specific page, this specific space is for my department. In this container, I want to display the data of only my department. So after entering the data, so after mentioning the data, you can change the you can also give the border color. You can change the font color, font family, font style, everything you can change. And the span tag is used to highlight a specific data. Here the example, what I got first rank in MCA. So I don't want to highlight the entire statement. A first rank is I want to highlight a first rank because I want to stress that word, those two words, first rank. So for first rank, you can you can highlight using a span tag. I'll show the example, students. I have this program, students, but here the different classes are there. So still I have not taught about class, no. So that's why I don't want to show this example. I'll show. I'll type. I'm not finding the example. I type the program. So here, students, I have taken um, inside the body tag, a div tag I have taken. A div tag I have taken, and using div tag I am displaying the output. Using div tag I am displaying the output. Now what I do is, now what I'll do, style tag we have to write within the header tag. I'll style tag type is equal to text slash CSS
ಅದು ಡಬಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ what
ಅದು ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡಬಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
type is equal to na ಇಲ್ಲ here I have not closed the style tag close ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. See students, what I am doing here is, here I have taken a div tag. With the div tag, I am displaying some content. That is good morning. And to this div tag, I am applying a style. See, when you want to apply some style, students, you have to write within the style tag only. Here within the style tag, what I have given, the color, generally when you give any content in the body tag, it will display in black color. If you want to change the color, then you have to change the color using a style tag. Here I have changed the color black to red. And you can also change the background color. Background Yes, students, you may get a doubt that here, without using div tag also, you may get a doubt, just madam is displaying good morning. Without using div tag also, you can display this good morning. Correct, no? But I told you that this div tag will create a container. Like it will create like a box. In that box, whatever data you want to display. Here, I have changed the background color. The entire page background color, it did not change. Correct, no? The entire background color, it did not change. Only the container background changed. This div tag background is changed. Yes, students, see here in this program, I have taken div tag and h1 tag. H1 tag, the size is defined, predefined size will be there, and predefined font color will be there. So if you want to change, you can change. But But in the program, first what I did, that's why just with the div tag, I have started my program. You may get this doubt that why she's taking the div tag and why she want to display the message that is good morning. Without using div tag also you can display. Without using div tag also you can display. When I give this background color, that time it will show that, see here, this background color is displayed only for this content. Correct? No? Only for the content which is there in the div tag. Now, at least now you are able to understand this div tag created one container or a space. It has created a space. So whatever the data I give in that space, so it will, wait 1 minute. Yes, students. See, in that container, container means in that div tag, whatever the data you are giving, so see what is happening. It is not combining with the other content. How are you is different and this is different. A space is created. That's why I told here. This entire web page contains the information about your college. This entire web page. But here, using a div tag, I have taken some space, and in this space, only the data of our department I want to display. Yes, students? Getting how this div tag works?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, some more changes I'll do for this div tag. I will change the, see students, this style, whatever the style I am mentioning here, this style is applied only for this div tag. The style is applied only for this div tag, not for the other content. Not for the other content. I'm giving a margin value. So this output is without margin value. When I refresh this page, you observe the changes, students. See, some margin has created, some space, only 2 pixels I have given, a 2 pixel margin is generated. So now I will change this to 20 pixel. When I will change that to 20 pixel, you observe how the output will change. See, these changes are happening only for this div tag, students, not for the other content. See, how are you? It is displaying like same. No, the margin it is not taking. The modification, whatever I am changing, I am changing only for that container or that space. How I have created that container, how I have created that space? Using a div tag. Using a div tag. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll change the font size also. I'll change the font size. Font size 30 pixel. Font size 30 pixel. So the font size is increasing. See students, I'm repeating once again. Whatever the style I'm giving here, whatever the style I'm specifying, that is affecting only for the div tag. That is affecting only for the div tag, not for the other content. Not for the other content. one more thing I'll add here. I'm good. Just one line I have added. I'm good. See, this font size should be a simple, like how in the first example, I shown you that high output. The high output. How was the output of that high program? Yes. See here, this is div tag, this is header tag, and this is just a simple text. A text I am displaying in this program. Good morning, hello is there, is that content I have added in the div tag. For how are you, I have used h1 tag, and I'm good. I'm just displaying that in a body tag. Yes, students, understood how this body tag is working?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'll take one more div tag. All the best. A second div is created. A second div tag is created. A second div tag is created, and whatever the style I have given for the second div tag, everything is 1 second, students. So here in the one more div tag I have included. So in the second div tag, I have given the data that is all the best. All the best. And when you see the output, see, it is, see students, now from by this only you should understand how the div tag is creating a space. How the div tag is creating a space. This is the first div tag. In the first div tag, the content is good morning and hello. And in the second div tag, the content is all the best. And the background color and the margin value and the font color, it is taking what it is taking, which I have declared in the style tag. That is, color is red, background is some color, margin and font size. One more div tag I will include. Yes, students, one more div tag I have created, and that is after I'm good statement, I have included one more div tag. Yes, is it looking like a container only? That's why I have used that word container. Yes, students, don't get confused and don't think that why this div tag she's using a word container. So it is creating a space. In that space, whatever the data you want to display, you can display. Yes, students, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
One more program is there. This program I'll explain in the next class. Answer your attendance, students. 1. One is absent. 2,
Yes, ma'am.
3,
Yes, ma'am.
4,
Yes, ma'am.
5, 6,
Yes, ma'am.
7,
Present, ma'am.
8,
Yes, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10,
Yes, ma'am.
11,
Yes, ma'am.